day. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Here come the Browns on offense with Baker Mayfield, the former #1 overall pick at quarterback.
And playoff games in and of themselves, we know they're pressure-filled. That's not breaking any news, but you have to wonder how much added pressure this team feels, given that a perfect season is on the line. They heard it during the regular season. Now they've sat at home for 2 weeks hearing about it. Can they handle that as well as the team that they're facing in order to try and advance?
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Another try after the first down sack.
You'll get
Mayfield.
nothing and like it.
And some space here. There he goes left side. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, it's Taylor. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at about the 32. Back to it after the pick six, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper.
Baker Mayfield
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Jerry Hughes. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Flushed out right. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bills will extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score. And then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Or these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. On the return, it's Taylor. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Second and 10.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Browns, nothing.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
14-yard line.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Edmonds on the
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing, Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Mayfield with it once more. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
A 23-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
14. Browns 3.
That's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On the ground, it's Singletary. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
By Grant Delpit. A gain of 31 yards.
The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Kroft there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Now Hausch get a tack on the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
Browns 3. Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Looking into the snowflakes, and he buffs it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. The first of 4 Divisional Round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other Divisional Round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs doing battle with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 36, Allen. He'll run it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
It's a gain of 23.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen sliding out of the pocket. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, 42 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
As the offense comes out, we put our Madden spotlight on Baker Mayfield. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
Yeah, I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Chubb, the ball carrier, taken down at the 43-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Buffalo set to get the football back here, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. An 80-yard touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. And they'll try and run it in with Singletary. They are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From just shy of midfield, Mayfield, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Allen's throw is complete, and they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the jump ball. Greedy Williams on the coverage.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Throwing again. Allen escaping the pressure right. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and long, it's Allen buying time to his left. And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. On the return, it's Taylor. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to the hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. That'll bring up second down.
On the coverage.
And again, it's Mayfield. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
It's now.
Here's Jamie Gillandale. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Bills getting set to go. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday. And it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this 4th quarter. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Allen now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. He's at the 30, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. 1-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. On the return, it's Taylor. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. From the gun, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
1st and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Finds a man with a crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
49, guys.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
31-yard line.
Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow. That's a really big game.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Bills are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
Round 6.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.